This is another video. This is another solo video. It's actually been a little bit since I've posted, so I thought, why not play FNAF 1? This is what I was supposed to do. I don't know why I should press new game, but this is the thing that I said I was gonna do. So I'm doing it right now. FNAF 1 is, I'm actually gonna turn out like my laptop audio. It's a little loud. That might fuck with my desktop audio. The game might be really quiet now. I'm sorry. It's just a little loud in my ears right now.
I wanted to record a message for you.
I mean, this
to
is
help
just
you get settled in on your first night.
This is just a classic.
I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact. So I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm going to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introduction from the company.
I know I got into the game before FNAF 2, I think.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's
FNAF 2, or it was like
a magical place for kids and grown-ups
right as it was coming out.
where fantasy and
Because I
fun come
remember
to life.
watching the FNAF 3 trailer when it came out, like as soon as it came out, I was watching it. It's like the third year it was coming out. I don't know who I saw play FNAF first.
Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about.
Because that's who I would.
The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years, if I never got about, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night, too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, and you need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware,
I'm gonna try to beat this whole
tend to wander a bit.
I don't know how far I'm
They're
gonna
like
make
some
it.
kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up.
My goal is to go to night 6.
They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was
I don't plan on being custom night. I think night 6 is a good stop. This game is coming.
Now concerning your safety, the only real risk to you.
There's not a lot to talk about with this game. It's very much so.
If they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you.
What, you just play it?
They'll most likely see you as a middle
I've been working on a lot of things.
Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's
a lot.
Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit.
Don't talk a lot
Now,
about
that wouldn't be so bad.
a lot of the personal things that I'm
weren't
doing.
filled with cross-beam, wired, and electronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcibly pressed inside one of those could
released a
cause
short film with my friends. It's called Mark. It's on the Debating the Link YouTube channel. Speaking of that, I have been working on a podcast, editing it and all that, so that has definitely taken time out of my day to record.
Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary.
School's been an absolute bitch.
Alright, good night.
Not even really that bad, just you get home and you're just so tired. And I always hate that. Cause then, holy fucking shit, that scared me. That kind of. But are you looking at me? I always hate getting home and just being tired, especially after school, because then like I don't know. Then I might take a nap. Jesus, that's nasty looking. Then I'm missing a lot of my day. Not to mention the chunk of day that I missed because of school. So I'm just kind of wasting a day. And if I'm not napping, I'm rotting in bed. And if I'm not rotting in bed, I'm either taking a shower or playing a game with my friends. I don't really record those because we've been working on a Minecraft world, and I'm kind of too late into recording it to where if I started recording it now, it would make no sense and it would become more like I feel like it would kind of be lost of where we are. So I don't think it's necessary to record that. But I mean, other than that, that's... Oh, and then, like... I've been working on music, which isn't really that... I think I got the Freddy. Cool, not cool, but like the... I don't know if I'm like ripping his head off. But I've been working on music, but I've been kind of at a point in my music making where I've hit this indefinite... Oh, Chica's gone. Oh, fuck, why is it? Why is it? Chica might be moving. Chica's in the kitchen. But like I said, I've been in this kind of time where I've hit an indefinite writer's block. I don't write lyrics. It's like when I say writer's block, I don't mean like actual like I haven't been able to write lyrics for my songs. I don't do that. All my songs are instrumental. So what I'm talking about, it seems kind of pointless. I say like, oh, it's just my writer's block, but I can't think of anything to make. Once again, fucking pointless shit. Fucking peanut soup and elephant. Well, I don't think that's how that works. But I'm not talking about anything super duper important. It's such a minuscule issue. But as someone who I love music, it's weird to be in a kind of situation where I feel that I have nothing to do in terms of making music. Like, I've had school projects, because I'm in a music making class in school, which should seem like, oh, well, there's your creative space right there. It's like, yeah, but that's all my juices. Like, doing music in those classes kind of takes up all the things that I have. So when I get home and, you know, I try to work on something like an album, then you know, I kind of have no more of that creativeness left. And it kind of sucks, because then it's like, well, now what do I do? But that's because I want to make a career off of making music, and I think there are some things that I've made that I'm really proud of. But when you feel that you cannot create in others' mind, like when you feel you cannot create, especially me, because I always like to work on things. Like, I like to keep myself working on a project, no matter what. Oh God, I really didn't want. I forget that. Okay, night one done. I thought you'd be like, this game, these hours are like, these hours are like 9.5 minutes long. It really was not that bad. But like I was saying, because I'm not creating things, I feel like the things that I'm currently doing are not important. I cancel a lot of things. Like, I had an account on TikTok. What the fuck? Really?
Hello?
isn't that it's school. If it's at school, it's just being so tired, not having a lot to do. I want to get out of this writer's block. It's kind of like brick wall that I'm currently stopped at. And I know I can go around that. I know that like I'm not stuck here for forever.
There are blind spots in your camera view, and those blind spots have to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in danger, of course. I'm not implying that.
I don't know. I just
also,
wish that
check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time.
I could
the character in there seems to
stop. I wish that I could prevent myself from using those creative juices. I wish that there was a way I could always be creative. I wish that I could always create things that I could create. I'm not saying that what I'm doing right now with this channel, it's not something that I do not like to do. That's not true. It's just, it's a YouTube channel. I can post on this channel whenever I want, even if I don't feel creative. Like right now, like what I'm doing is not creative. I'm playing FNAF and talking. There's about probably a million people that have done this before. This is not like something new. And I'm not saying that creating music is new. I'm not saying that I'm the first person to ever make music, because that's not the case. Jesus, Bonnie, go away. But I'm saying that, like, for example, I released an album, last year. And I had worked on that for over a year. 6 hours. Just over. Or like around that kind of portion. And when I released it, I was like, oh, this is incredible. I'm very proud of what I've done, because that took a lot out of me. There was a lot of changes that went through making that record. A lot of things that I had not, a lot of things in my life had changed while making that. And it created a beautiful project. And I think in making that album, I had somehow taken all this creative energy with it. And I think the reason might also be, like, when I create something again, whether it be serious, I'm not gonna stop there. It's not gonna be a death. It's gonna be to beat the 5th night or the 6th night. I can't believe I died in the 2nd night. Bonnie's just an ass in this game. But I think in creating that record, in that I had also taken away all of the creativeness from me into that record. And I think the reason that I say that is because when I make an album next, I'm always going to think, well, I don't want it to sound like my last album. I don't want people to be like, oh, this one's great, but it sounds good. I don't want people to make that comparison. I want to make something new. I want to make something fresh, something that, like, maybe people aren't going to expect. That doesn't mean that, like, I'm going to start making, crazy house albums, or, like, things like that. Because sadly, I'm limited in the resources that I can use when making it out. I don't have a lot. I don't make that much money to like buy this and buy this and all this stuff. I'm grateful that I have a phone that I can create music on, even if it's on like not a great producing app, and in turn that makes all my songs kind of sound crappy. I'm still grateful that I have the opportunity to have that. And even if I had the best music creating app in the whole world, that wouldn't just automatically bring back all the creative juices that I have. If it could do that, I would save up all my money to buy one. But it doesn't. And I kind of know that. That's why I haven't, bought any of those kind of apps, Especially now, because I have no reason to use them. So I kind of go quiet if I'm like looking at the camera. I'm talking, but I'm also kind of trying to focus, I guess, so I don't die again. So then, it's like a 2-hour video of just me dying at fnaf 2 because I'm bad at it, even though it's like, not even a hard game. But I don't know. And it's just been kind of a weird time, especially because, being in my junior year of high school, that's the year that people are like, oh man, that year's the hardest. Gotta be careful. It's like, well, that's not what I want to hear. Like, but they weren't wrong. This year sucked. It's taking a lot out of me, and I want to use this video and this like platform to apologize to my friends and some people who know me, who might be watching, and I want to apologize for the fact that I have not been attentive. I have been kind of out of service. Because it's not fair to other people. Sure, I've had kind of a packed year, and I've been doing classes and things like that, but I think still I should still be looking after the people that I care now with. Like, I have this one friend who I care for a lot, and they came to me, like, sometimes when text stuff, I just feel like you don't care, and it sat with me, and I kind of think about that, because now I'm like, there's been a lot of people that I think have been doing that too, unbeknownst to myself, and I feel terrible. So I do care about all these people. I care about every person that comes in my life, no matter Foxy's up, no matter what they have brought to the table. If they have made my life better or worse, I still care for them because they're human beings. I'm not gonna start being like, oh man, insert bad person here, bad person. You're so human. No, I'm saying, because these people that have not committed crimes, they've not killed people, saying that people I've been friends with in the past, or even now, they're people, and I care for them, and I want them to know that I do, because I do. My friends mean everything to me, you know. They've been there with me through so much. I know that sniffle is like really poor time. I'm not crying. I yawn. The yawn turned into a sniffle, I guess. But I care for all our friends, all of them deeply. And I never thought about the fact that maybe in my absence in some communication that might be hurting people. I would like to reflect on that, and I would like to say sorry to everyone, to all my friends and family, my girlfriend and all that who might be watching this. So I'm sorry that I've been absent, that I've been away for as long as I might have. Even if I've, texted you or called you or whatever, I've still been absent. I'm sorry. And I will use this time, especially now, to continue to grow and be there for you. Because I know some may feel that I haven't. I kind of understand that. And I care for you all so much. And I have deep love for you all. And I just want you to know that I don't think you are this barnacle life. But instead, these people are the most beautiful butterflies that are always flying beside me. They're like, like the fish. I beat that too, by the way. The fish, help out the shark clean itself off. That's what my friends are. That's what my family is. That's what my girlfriend is. That's what all these super important people in my life are. They're like the fish that help clean off the sharks. That is what they are like. I appreciate and love you all so much. I just really hope you understand that.
Hello. Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long.
Maybe you know what I could do? I could go to night 5 in each of these games, and then
that's not what I meant.
I'll do like a separate night 6
I better not take
video
up too much of your time.
for the first
Things are
20
getting
games.
real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuck
Or
into a Freddy
so that way that makes more videos. So I have to do four videos for the 4 games. Make it to night 5, and if I can, then maybe that's through part 2. And then a 5th video for the night 6, and then maybe I'll do like a sister location video. And then we'll see where we go. I don't really want to do Pizza Sim.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
I do not like Pizza Sim. I don't like the game mechanic. I have to watch a video on how to actually play the game properly. But no, I really do appreciate you all. I just want you to know that I'm always here. Even if I don't know who you are. clue who you are. You're watching this, it came up in your recommended, maybe you're trying to sleep, and it came up in your recommended, like, oh, I'll let this video play through. It's like an hour long of this dude just playing FNAF. Nice little background noise to fall asleep. There's always a place for you to talk about your feelings and whatever, and even if I don't know you, just know that I am here for you. That's like a Michael Jackson lyric though, right? Oh, you're fine. Here to stay. No, but no seriousness. I am here for anyone and everyone, family, friend. So I don't even know. I'm always here for people. Because I don't want people to feel like they're voiceless and that the feelings that they have do not matter. Because that's just not true. I've been grateful enough to grow up in a household and be surrounded by people who don't make me feel like that. I want other people who may not be as fortunate as me to feel like that they have a voice and that they can, you know, talk to people about their feelings. They don't have to hide behind no mask or anything. So that's, if music doesn't work out, I would love to go into therapy. Even though for a lot of people music is therapy. For me, music has always been very therapeutic. And I've always found some sort of peace in listening to music. At times where there may not be peace. Like when I'm in a stressful situation, I'll think about music. Music is always running through my head though. I like to always have music on my mind, just because music has always been important to me since I was growing up. Oh, Chica. Since I was growing up, there's always been music running through my household. It's Freddy's out and about. But music has always been something that is a part of my family. Ever since, go back in the roots of it. Like, my uncles, I don't know if I'd say from both sides. That might be too far-fetched. But I know on my mom's side, my uncles all of them have played music. And I'm very grateful to grow up in an environment like that. Because especially with music, it's always been there for me. And to be able to express my emotions through music, like for example, I grew up on drums. Just growing up. Yeah, Freddy's there. I don't have time to sift through the cameras like crazy. Freddy's gonna go there, and then he's gonna go to the kitchen. Laugh number 3. Laugh number 4 is the hallway. Laugh number 5 is him in the hallway. It's like him in the corner. I saw my knowledge somewhere. It's always all locked up. So I think that's a lot. There's Freddy. I grew up on the drums, and then eventually I kind of just evolved from there. Whether it was a good evolve or a bad evolve, that is up for debate. I moved from drums to, I think bass was my next. I got a free bass from my neighbor not really when I like first moved here, but like soon after I moved in this apartment. My neighbor gave me a free bass, and it was the best gift ever. And then after bass, it's kind of weird to say like I learned how to play the keyboard, because I've always kind of been doing that. There was a music class in my school, and the required like thing you had to learn to like pass the class pretty much was to learn how to play the keyboard. Simple songs on piano, really easy. Then you move to the organ, which that's when you kind of get to like the chords and all that kind of stuff. Okay, he should be in the hall right now. I can't see him because Chica's there, but he should be there. I see him there. But cool. Night 3 done. Freddie didn't even come to my door. I should be saying that. Count my chickens for a hunch. But keyboard I started to get better at, and then that's when I made my first album. And well, I had been working out throughout all of 8th grade. Well, yeah, pretty much legit all of 8th grade. I had kind of been working on something. At that point, I didn't really know it was going to be an album. It was more just kind of something just songs I was working on. I'll let him talk first, because this is actually, in the ranking of phone guy night calls, this is like probably like top 3. I don't know, maybe that's like top 5. Maybe it's top 3.
In the back room, I'm going to try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh
no. My question is like, how does the Golden Freddy jump scare work in real life? Because you can't crash someone's. You can't like crash a game in real life. Like you can't just like do that to someone. That's not like how you kill someone. Go, I crashed your game. You're dead now. That's how that works. Anyways, but I throughout 2022 to 2023, I kind of worked on some songs here and there, but it was never supposed to be an album. It was just some songs, and eventually it evolved into an album. I mean, I don't really remember, because that was such a... I know it doesn't feel that long ago, 3 years isn't that bad, but think about the thought process, one, of that. It's kind of hard. I don't remember if I... did that with the intentions of it to be a record, or if I just did it just to do it too. But I know eventually it evolved into an album. And it was kind of a variety album. Chica would like just like kind of come to my door, like starting to drown my power a little bit. Thank you. But I just remember working on a bunch of songs inspired from different things that I've been listening to for a good while. For example, the first song on that record, Dreaming. I know this is like not supposed to be music talk, but I mean, who's really listening? My first album, like if we start from the first song, Dreaming, I don't know what inspired that song. Like, I think that song was the first song that I had worked on. Like, really worked on. That was a new song. Before then, I'd kind of done, like, remakes of different songs by bands that I liked. They weren't good, because I didn't know what chords to use or anything. I just kind of, quote-unquote, played it by ear. You know, I played more so by memory. Great. I'm gonna die of power. It's 2 a.m. and I'm almost at 40% something. Bonnie, are we serious? Bonnie's gonna stay there the whole night. It's gonna make me die of power. Whatever. Okay, that's 3. Freddy's in the kitchen. 4 is Freddy's in the hallway. G's already come back. 5 is Freddy's at the door. Then I gotta close that door. But thank God. But Dreaming wasn't really inspired. I can't remember what it could have been inspired by. Oh, okay, I remember now. I actually remember how that song came to fruition. So me and my friend Alex, we would do these things. We would go to my house, and we made a big wheel of songs that we both liked, and the whole thing was make a song that kind of sounds like this on GarageBand. And I got the song On Melancholy Hill by Gorillaz, which I liked a lot just because Classy Beach was and still is my favorite album of all time. That's a major track from that album. Okay. Next one, Kill the Beat at the door. Yeah, he's right there. But I mean, I like if I listen to the like original song, which I still have on my phone, it's very different than kind of how, well, not really. The base of the song is there. It's just a lot of things layered on top of each other. So that was the inspiration of that one. Glary was inspired by a song by Kendrick called Triple X. You see how it's already kind of different, you know? If we're just taking those songs by face value, like Kendrick is a little different from Gorillaz. Surprisingly, they're kind of different. The current situation that I'm in right now might be an issue. At 4 a.m., I'm at 7%. I think I'm dead no matter what. Even if I did this. I'll bank on a miracle. there's Foxy. I get the Markiplier thing where like it cuts him off before it goes in. Please. This would be crazy. I don't think it's possible. I don't even think a minute because I think every hour is 1 minute, 3 seconds. I need to get the long way for the Freddy song. I'm getting the long version of the song. Please. That'd be so nice. Come on, I know I'm so close to it. You know, I guarantee you I was right there. If I had just waited a little bit longer for Freddie to start his song, I would have been right there. Man, that's annoying. Well, what it's been long enough. I'm tired, and I don't want to keep explaining. There's gonna be a good chunk more of videos of these, because if I'm ending at night 4, I still have to do night 5. I still have to do night 4 and night 5, and then FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4. So yeah, I think I might have to just. I think this might be the end right here. Yeah, can I get like a, I could like, fuck, yeah, 2, 3, 4. I have to install 3 because I don't play 3, so. Well, yeah, I guess I'll just. It's a good way to end it, right? I'll catch you guys on the flip flop. I guess I don't know when I can't say I'll post again tomorrow because that's not confirmed. Probably not. And I can't even say the next post is going to be a solo post. The next one might be a friend's one, which then in that case that'd be more likely to be tomorrow. But